The DiMera family has always been one of the most powerful and feared dynasties in Salem. Their cunning schemes, ruthless ambitions, and ability to stay one step ahead of their enemies made them a force to be reckoned with. But in recent years, two of Stefano DiMera's children have lost their way. They have made mistakes, got entangled in unnecessary obsessions, and failed to live up to the high standards their father once set for them. Now, it's time for a serious transformation. These two DiMeras need to embrace their family's legacy, become sharper, more strategic, and far more dangerous if they truly want to rule Salem. Will they finally rise to the occasion and make Stefano proud? Or will they continue to falter and let others run circles around them? Kristen DiMera. A lost queen ready for a comeback? Kristen DiMera has been a shadow of her former self for years, largely due to her relentless and self-destructive obsession with Brady Black. Time and again, she has sacrificed power, security, and even her own freedom in pursuit of a love that never truly belonged to her. Her reckless actions, desperate schemes, and emotional outbursts have painted her as unhinged rather than the formidable DiMera queen she once was. But is there still a chance for Kristen to reclaim her true power and reshape her destiny? With Kristen's recent foray into the corporate world, she momentarily showed signs of returning to her former glory. Taking a seat at the head of the DiMera empire was a bold move, but it has yet to amount to anything substantial. Instead of using her power to elevate the family's influence, she has been distracted by personal grievances and petty rivalries. As it stands, she is on the verge of being dethroned, and unless she acts quickly, she will lose everything. What Kristen needs now is a complete reset. She must abandon her futile fixation on Brady and focus on becoming the ruthless leader she was always meant to be. That means strengthening her position at DiMera Enterprises, forging new alliances, and crushing anyone who dares to challenge her. Stefano didn't build the DiMera dynasty on love affairs and desperation. He built it on calculated moves, unwavering determination, and a refusal to ever accept defeat. Kristen needs to adopt that same mindset. If she does, she could finally become the fearsome matriarch the DiMera family so desperately needs. E.J. DiMera. The uncertain prince who must become a true king. E.J. DiMera was once a man who inspired both admiration and fear. A brilliant tactician, a ruthless businessman, and a powerful figure in Salem, he had all the makings of a true DiMera heir. But lately, his choices have been reckless, and his strategies have fallen apart far too easily. If Stefano were still alive, he would likely be shaking his head in disappointment at how his son has handled himself in recent months. One of EJ's biggest blunders was his relentless quest to reclaim the district attorney position. Instead of using calculated precision, he allowed his personal vendetta against Jada Hunter to cloud his judgment. This led him to make a series of foolish decisions, including the disastrous plot involving Arnold Feniger. That entire scheme was doomed from the start, and now that it's unraveling, EJ is poised to face severe consequences. But perhaps this downfall will be exactly what EJ needs to wake up. A shocking twist in the near future will see EJ getting shot, and while this may seem like a low point, it could also be the catalyst for his transformation. Instead of returning to the same old games and short-sighted revenge plots, EJ needs to evolve. He needs to become more strategic, more patient, and above all, more ruthless in a way that serves his long-term goals. If he survives this ordeal, he must learn from his mistakes and come back stronger than ever. Stefano was not a man who acted on impulse. He played the long game, and that is exactly what EJ must do if he truly wants to carry on the DiMera legacy. He needs to cut ties with pointless battles and focus on strengthening his power, both in the business world and in Salem's underworld. Only then can he rightfully claim his place as the true head of the DiMera family. The path forward. A new era for the DiMeras? Salem has always been a town of shifting power dynamics, and right now, the DiMera family is not as strong as it once was. With Kristen and EJ struggling to maintain their footing, their enemies have been able to take advantage of their weaknesses. But the tides could turn if they both make the right choices. For Kristen, the key lies in severing her emotional ties to Brady and doubling down on her leadership at DiMera Enterprises. She needs to regain her focus, become more cunning, and start playing the game like a true DiMera. As for EJ, his upcoming battle for survival could be the wake-up call he desperately needs. If he takes this moment to reinvent himself, he could become the powerful, feared leader that Stefano always envisioned. The question is, will they rise to the occasion? Or will they continue to falter, letting others dictate their fate? One thing is certain. If they don't step up soon, the DiMera name could lose its dominance forever. But if they do, then Salem had better watch out, because the age of the DiMeras may be far from over.